The Magic Bahag by Cheeno Marlo Sayuno. Impa takon ragsak, yaay elalay. Abyong sighs between sighs and whispers as the jeepney treads the rough roads downhill. It is only in Pasil, his hometown, where he ever has had friends, and now they are leaving the place forever. The song plays on Abyong's head like a symphony trapped by a wall that is his skull. He tries to sleep only to be awakened by the jeepney bumps and jumps. He just then looks outside. But as the sun greets the day with its rays that warm the skin of the early morning travelers, he feels like it is bidding him goodbye, teasing him even. For him, he will never see this giant ball of warmth the way he sees it from the mountainside of Pasil. Whether Tabuk will give him the same view, he does not know or care. Nana, do we really have to do this? Abyong asks his mother, holding tighter to her as the jeepney turns to a curve. His mother sighs. This is the only way. We can't stay in Pasil forever. There is a good opportunity for your father and we cannot let it pass. But we're alright, aren't we? I'm okay with Tata's hunt and the kamote tops. This is for the better, his mother concludes. Abyong looks away, gazing at the view of the hillside, where trees and roofs appear like porches of an unfinished silabutuon blanket, reminding him even more of Pasil. Elalaya ay ilay. The voices of his friends resonate in his head again, bringing back their laughter after Linda Yao, the youngest girl who would jokingly belt out the last line of the song, even when she knows that singing is not her talent. But my friends, they have been my friends for years. You will have more friends in Tabuk, don't worry, his mother tells him as she ruffles his coconut husk-like hair. The school there is big. You can have all the friends you want. His Nana's embrace always give him comfort. But his time, no matter how he tries, Abyong cannot get Pasil out of his head. Everything he sees and hears reminds him of Pasil. The huts clutching on the hillside remind him of the Binayon hut that they have for a school, which 20 pupils filled with laughter in chorus. It reminds him at the early mornings that they spent with Miss Legaspi, a teacher volunteer from Manila, when they would read tales about the bullied skinny kid who saved the town or the encantada from the lake who fell in love with the chip-stained sun. The chirping of the crickets echoes in his mind, the same harmony that used to be his only company during hide and seek, until someone would find camouflaged with a pool of dry leaves or hidden behind a bunch of gabi plants. The cascading river connects him to the splashes of water when he and his playmates would swim and catch fish after class. The tweeting of the birds now joins that of the crickets, humming in his heart the songs he and his friends used to sing. In fact, the folk song they learned before he left keeps on resonating in his head. Abyong knows that he has to understand everything, as Nana told him, but what can he do? He is starting to hate everyone, even more as the view of Pasil becomes smaller and smaller. He hates those men in orange polo shirts who visited their village to recruit men who would work for a construction project in Isabela, near the boundaries of Tabuk City. He hates the elders of their little community who let the families decide on their own accord. He hates his tata for accepting the offer just because he had no other job other than hunting. When he can no longer see Pasil, tears start welling up in his eyes. He rubs them off. Nana, do I have extra shorts that I can use for school tomorrow? Abyong asked his mother, who's hanging washed clothes that Sunday afternoon, a week after they moved from Pasil. Well, yes, his mother says. But why? You can wear your bahag. The school allows people to wear it. Rumpling the end of the bag he's wearing, Abyong says, I don't want to wear my bahag. And why is that? His mom faces him, hands on her waist, a little taken aback. Nothing. I just don't want them to laugh at me, he says, plucking out a loose thread from his bahag. They will not laugh at you, her mother assures him as she hangs a blanket on the clothesline. They would, just like in Miss Legazpi's stories. Just please let me wear shorts, Nana. Abyong watches his bahag and t-shirt hanging by the window, fluttering as the wind blows from outside. He has been tossing and turning on their papag for almost an hour now, as he is not yet comfortable in their makeshift bunkhouse. His banik back home would still do a better job lulling him to sleep. Aside from that, he fears tomorrow's first day of classes. You have to sleep early, you know, his father speaks sitting beside him. I know, Tata. I close my eyes and still I can sleep. Abyong tries closing his eyes even harder. Let me tell you, Abyong, Tata says. You don't have to worry about tomorrow. But if you still do, then think it's time. Time? For what? Abyong's forehead curls, puzzled by what his father is trying to say. His father rummages under their bed, reaching for a small box with lizard symbol prints and a padlock. Is that a present? New shorts? His father shakes his head. This is a bahag. But mind you, this is not an ordinary one. This was worn by my father and my father's father and my father's father's father. It has been passed from one generation to the next. As Tata opens the lock, Abyong pouts. He does not want to wear bahag tomorrow, let alone wear an old one. He thinks that the already threadbare bahag would be stinking because it was kept inside the box for years, and Nana would have to wash it first. There's no way that he's going to wear it. Not tomorrow, not ever. But the moment his father lifts the kalinga bahag from the box, Abyong marvels at it is like it is a treasure from a huge chest all moldy and damped after being taken from the depths of the Encantadas lake. The bahag is like no other. The red cloth glistens before Abyong's eyes, and the patterns of a black, white, and yellow play in that red stream. To him, the old bahag is magical. It was when I wore this bahag that I started becoming the best hunter in Pasil. I was a short boy and I was clumsy, not even able to catch a chicken. His father shares, his eyes shining with excitement. But this bahag made me become strong and confident. There was a mysterious magic spell that I cannot explain whenever I wear this. The same happened to our forefathers when they owned this. Wow! Abyong exclaims, his eyes widening. And now it is all yours, Tata says as Abyong reaches for the family treasure. Abyong's worry turns to thrill when he wakes up the next day. He takes a bath right away and wearing his new bahag. He rushes to school. He feels unexplainable energy flowing through his veins as he walks, chin up and hands swaying, even galloping by the sidewalk. This bahag is indeed magical, he tells himself. Good morning. My name is Micah. A little girl starts off the introduction portion in their first subject. Hello, my name is Carlo. I am Jessica. You call me Maria. I am John. When it was Abyong's turn, he stood chin up and walked to the front like he's not a new student. Hi, I'm Eon. Abyong introduces himself using his new self-taught nickname, thinking it can help him fit in and be cool. During recess, Ian approaches a team of boys and girls laughing while eating their snacks. I want to be a hunter like Alim, that epic hero, Carlos says, showing off his pint-sized biceps. Well, I am the best hunter in Pasil, he butts in. May I join you? If not for the bahag, he can never talk to a big team like this. But he does anyway. He does not feel shy at all. Hi, Eon, Maria says. You did well in math earlier. Also in science. You recite and recite. Now, you're a hunter too. You must be the best kid in your hometown. Ian cannot believe that he can make a bunch of his classmates laugh and listen to him on his very first day in school. He's an instant celebrity. He cannot believe that he does not feel the slightest glint of awkwardness. This bahag is indeed magical, he tells himself. In the afternoon during their PE class, the boys split into two teams to play basketball. The girls cheer whenever one shoots, hoops, or blocks an opponent's shot. Ian had barely played basketball before, but he finds himself becoming an ace player, leading his team to victory. His classmates rejoice and praise him as they lift and toss him up and down. He's still shocked. This bahag is indeed magical, he tells himself. Impapatakon ragsak, ya ay ela elalay. The kids sing in chorus as they walk home from class. With arms on the shoulders of one, forming one horizontal line, they laugh and sing on the top of their voices. Ian knows the song. For him, it carries the best memories. It reminds him of Botchok leading the song and Lindayaw ending it out of pitch, sending everyone laughing. Then, they would start all over again as they tried to perfect it. It rekindles the memories of Pasil and his friends there. But now, Carlo and John are singing it louder, and the girls laugh because they are out of tune. It also makes him laugh, so he reaches for John's shoulder, chanting as loud as they do. This bahag is indeed magical, he tells himself. Hey, are you going to wear that bahag again tomorrow? Jan asked Eon before turning to a different route home. Yes. Why? There's nothing wrong with this. This is who we are, Eon says. I couldn't believe I just said that, he tells himself, charging it to the powers of his bahag. Well, nothing. See you tomorrow. John runs to the others as they disperse homeward. He would still wear it. Come on, let's wear ours too. Ian hears the distant chatters of his classmates. He smiles and walks away. Upon reaching home, Ian runs to his father and mother, wanting to share his story right away. Nana, I can't believe it. I had a lot of friends already and I recited in classes. I was always raising my hand and I got the right answers. Can you believe it? He says, hugging his mother. Tata, I was the best in class today. I even had lots of friends and they listened to my stories. I was even the best player in basketball. He hugged his father, thanking you for your magic bahag. Tata and Nana smile at him as he tells his stories. That is not a magic bahag, Abyong, his father admits. It was you who had the magic, Nana follows. Abyong did not say anything for a while. Then, he smiles and hugs his parents again, this time even tighter. That night, he takes out all his notebooks and lays them on his bed. One after another, he changes the name written on each of them to his real name. He does not need to be Eon after all. The next day, Abyong beats early, humming his classmates' chant. He takes out a fresh bahag from his drawer and wears it. He rushes to school, feeling the energy flowing his veins as he walks, chin up and hands swaying, even galloping by the sidewalk. He sees the sun greeting the day with its rays that warm the skin of the people walking early that morning, and he feels like this giant ball of warmth welcomes him to his new home.